Hey guys, it's Sekaar, and today we're gonna be going over. Yo, can you guys look at the camera, please? I swear they're not. They're alive. They're just really tired. Can you guys do something so they know that it's Sekaar? Today we're gonna be going over my magic and necromancer build for the Deadlands chapter. Before we get started, there you go. Before we get started, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. You guys know the deal. Say hi to the kitty cats in the comments. Okay, let's get on with the video. Alright guys, let's get started. Let's look at our character sheet first. You know what? No, we're using the PC UI. Where's this character sheet? Right here. Breton Necromancer. So we're going to be a Breton for our race. And we're going to have, for our attributes, we're going to have 23 points into magic and 41 points into health. This is going to give us a nice little health pool, but our magic's at 27.4k, but we have enough recovery and just heavy attack to get resources back. It's really not that bad as far as your recovery goes. For your Mundus, you're going to be using the Lover because you're going to want to get that penetration up as much as possible. And then for our food, you're going to be using Ghastly Eyeball. That's why I have 41 points in health, because it's only a magic and magic recovery. So that's why you got that chunky health pool with your attributes. And then you're going to be Vamp Stage 3 for the Undeath passive, so that you're a nice little tanky bomber. It's fun. And then for our... Where's the gear? That's skills. Guys, I'm trying. I'm really... Where is it? Where is it? Oh, inventory. I'm still not used to I use a controller, guys, so I'm not used to PC UI. So for our monster set, we're going to be using Balorg. Our helmet's going to be heavy, and our shoulder's going to be medium. Both with all of our body pieces are going to have the prismatic enchants, as you can see. So heavy helmet, medium shoulder. Chest piece is going to be heavy trainee in reinforced to get that max health one piece bonus. Our sash is going to be dark convergence. What dark convergence is going to do, it's only going to be in your back bar, but you're going to be basically pulling enemies into a specific area by placing a ground ability. So I'll show you the exact combo of why you use dark convergence. It's actually amazing. I only use it on my back bar. And then for our front, I'll get to it later. Our feet are going to be Dark Convergence in Impen. Our hands are going to be Dark Convergence in Impen as well. And our legs are going to be Vicious Death in Impen as well. Our jewelry is going to be Vicious Death, Markin, and another Vicious Death, all three in the Harmony enchants, with a spell damage glyph, a spell damage glyph, and a spell damage glyph. We got that spell damage high, guys. We love it. And Vicious Death, it's just going to make people blow up that are stacked on top of each other if you kill them. I absolutely love it. It makes people go boom. It's so satisfying. I love it. And then for our front bar, it's going to be a Lightning Staff of Vicious Death. You're going to want to use Lightning Staff because it's going to increase your AoE damage, aka your Boneyard, and also your Colossus. And then I'm also going to be using Impulse on this build, so it's also going to buff that as well. For our back bar, we're going to be using a Powered Dagger of Dark Convergence and a Sturdy Shield of Dark Convergence. And then I'm also using Drain Health Poisons on my back bar as well. So our skills are going to look like this. I'm going to explain the way the combos work in a second. Our front bar, we're going to be using Avid Boneyard. That way we can use a synergy ourselves. You're going to hit really hard with Triple Harmony, and then... the Lover Mundus as well, getting that pen up and the sharpened lightning staff, you're going to be hitting really hard with that. Degeneration, getting that major sorcery buff, so you're just going to be hitting harder on this. Make sure you use that before you go into your bomb. Storm Pulsar, this is going to just give a nice little AoE after you get your bomb off. It's going to put some extra pressure on any enemies that you bomb, and this might be the difference between getting a successful bomb or not. Blast Bones, you're gonna summon this right before you go in for your bomb. That way, it gives that second to, wind up and go in. And yeah, it hits really hard. And again, it's that kind of extra damage that, it's the make or break between whether the bomb works or not. Then on the front bar, I use Summoner's Armor. I use Summoner's Armor instead of the other morph because I don't want to give, on the other morph, it gives a free CC to people, and I don't want to give that to people, so that's not happening. So I use this one. This is going to be your major resolve buff, so getting your spell and physical resistance up by 6k is huge. And then I use Dawnbreaker of Smiting on my front bar. I don't really use this ability at all. It just increases my spell damage when I use it and my weapon damage. So, not when I use it, I'm sorry. When I have it on my bar because of the Fighter Skill passives. So that's why I have this on my front bar. On our back bar, I'm going to be using Race Against Time. It's going to be our snare removal. So getting out of situations, being fast with that, it's going to be really helpful since we're in triple harmony. We don't have Swift, so this is our source of basically expedition of being fast. So that's why you want to use a Race Against Time, like before you go into any bomb. That way you're in and out as quick as possible. Intensive Vendor, this is going to give you a nice chunky heal every 2 seconds for 8 seconds. And this is going to be your lifeline basically when you're fighting, because you are going to get that nice heal and that damage mitigation. It is massive. Then Blinding Flare, I'm basically slotting this for the major protection on my back bar. That way I'm just a little bit more tanky. And then also every now and then it helps just to put in a bomb. Like if you just need to CC some people and get some people off you without using your actual bomb, this is going to proc your Dark Convergence and give you a second of time too. And then Resistant Flesh is going to be your burst heal on this build. You don't really want to spam this, but if you need to, if you're in those situations where you're taking a lot of pressure, you can spam that. Also make sure your Intensive Mentor's up at all times. But yeah, that's when you're going to want to spam if you're taking a lot of pressure. Then Necrotic Potency. I like this because it's going to give me a lot of ult charge. So say I get a successful bomb off, I'm going to be spamming Necrotic Potency, getting as much ult back as possible. And yeah, I'm looking for a second bomb right away if I can. And then I use Pestilent Colossus on this build because it hits harder than the other morph. So that's why I like this. And I'll show you the exact way that I set up my bomb right now. So we're going to use this target dummy, for example. So, keep up your buffs right there. So you're going to want to hit your entropy on an enemy. That way you get your spell damage up. Hit your blast bones next. And then I'm going to go to my back bar. And then I'm going to use my ultimate. And then I'm going to switch back to my front bar. So it's going to be like this. Entropy, blast bones, back bar, ultimate. It's also going to proc my Dark Convergence, that purple thing. And then I hit my synergy right there. So that's basically the combo right there. Add some impulses at the end, and that's your combo right there in a nutshell. And then you see you see on the ground, you're going to see the corpses. You're going to get Necrotic Potency from that, and so right there, there's a corpse on the ground. Hit Necrotic Potency. That's a lot more ult charge that you get for free. So, pro tip, if you're just trying to build up ult and there's nothing to build up ult off of, when your armor is when any of your buffs that cause a corpse, like your Mender right there, or your armor buff, whenever they get to half of the buff's duration, you can reapply it, and it applies a corpse. So, and that gives you free ult charge with your Necrotic Potency, if you're in or out of combat. So, I use that all the time. So, just, pro tip for if you need to build ult charge. And then, for our champion points. For our blue tree, I've got Biting Aura, Ironclad, Master at Arms, and Duelist free buff. For our red tree, I've got Boundless Vitality, Fortified, Pain's Refuge, and Celerity. And then in the green tree, the only things that I have are Rationer, Liquid Efficiency, and make sure you keep Breakfall. I took War Mount out because there's a bug with that right now where if you're on your mount and if you dismount, it takes a lot of your stamina away. So that's why I only have 3 of these down, because I don't need to have half of my stam gone the second I get into a fight. It's pretty pressing on your resources. But that's the build, guys. I hope you guys enjoy. If you do, please don't forget to like the video. One thing that I'm really going to be trying to press in the next, next year is... guys, if you really want to, I really would appreciate it if you could go and follow me on Twitter. I'm trying to be a lot more active there, so I'm going to leave a link in the description. It's going to be Twitter. My username is Sekaar PvP. So I would really appreciate if you guys came and followed me. I'm really just trying to grow on all platforms and just trying to get the best content out to multiple places that I can. So I really appreciate you guys' support. We got YouTube partner a few weeks ago, which is just absolutely phenomenal. I really appreciate that support too. It's actually just insane. I thank you so much. But yeah, if you want to see this build live in action, you can catch me live at twitch.tv/Sekaar. And yeah, guys, thank you again so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Later.
I can feel it rising. I can feel the wind on the back of my neck, chasing the horizon. Sun is going down, we ain't headed home yet. I can feel it building. Pressure so high, it'll never come down. Feeling like a billion. Head up in the sky, I've been